right. Hello, 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 and welcome. We are picking back up with my, low-key Sims addiction. It's got its teeth in me, and there is nothing I can do about it. But I've decided to continue on my little tiny home challenge I've set for myself. Yesterday, we built a glitzy little micro manor in exactly 100 tiles, and I think to raise the stakes, today... Tiny home residential. Today, I want to try to limit myself to... I want to try to build a speakeasy in 81 tiles. 9 by 9. Yes, it was 10 by 10. This is 9 by 9. Is this possible? We'll find out. Okay. I may or may not have spent my morning studying 1920s bungalow architecture in hopes that I could figure something out. And the answer, I might be able to figure something out. We'll see. Definitely keeping a basic floor plan, being a little bit ambitious here, and, gonna try for a porch. Did they give us seasons stairs? Is that a thing? I don't remember. I never used seasons. Oh, they did. But I think I'm gonna go with the seasons craftsman style. Ooh, we also got these stone steps. The stone steps are probably the better vibe for the front porch. Anyway, okay. Front porch. Be gone, grid. Let me pull up my references, because I was smart and I found some. Right. Right, okay, so the floor plans I was looking at had living room, dining room, kitchen right here, a porch, bedroom, closet. However, I am not going to be doing that because A, I want a bathroom in this space. B, I want to stick a secret speakeasy. I've set this off to the side to be a basement. Okay, regardless. When I was looking at... Okay, what was I thinking? I was thinking something. I had a thought. I had thoughts. I have thoughts, occasionally. It'd be lovely to have a porch if I could. Oh, this does have a bathroom. I think. The floor plan I'm looking at has, like, literally just a toilet closet coming off the porch. Huh. Okay. I'd love to have a porch, don't know if I can have a porch. And this... Okay, I could make that work. And then, especially if we... Instead of having a closet here, we have a secret... I just noticed that the stairs are wiggling when I do this. Here I can have a bookcase with a secret ladder down to the speakeasy. But of course, before anything else, let's slap on a roof. Thankfully, because I sat down and figured out my architectural style in advance, and I am building a 1920s, what is it, a Chicago bungalow? Something like that? It's real easy to roof. Da 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 da. Okay. I want the. Where are they? Is it this? No, it's this one. Wasn't that Seasons? Was it Growing Together that's the Craftsman, actually? I guess it's Growing Together that's the Craftsman. Huh. I always get those two packs confused because I bought them at the same time. Because they were both on sale at the same time. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Okay, so if we're going Growing Together, then let's look at Growing Together. Where is Growing Together? Also, where'd the music go? Why does it do this to me? Growing Together. There we go. Stick that there because they had the door offset like that in the reference that I found. A little bit tight. Scoop. Scooch, 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 scooch. No. Okay, well, you know what? I am who I am. I can make the dining room smaller. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. We'll find out. Seriously, where'd the music go? Music! Come back! The Sims? Why are you being so quiet? Why are you doing this to me? Do you hate me, The Sims? Come on. Huh, those stone do match. Stone match. Good. What walls we got? In the very... Ooh. Pretty stone. Ooh, interesting shingles. I'll just slap on this siding for now. Okay, there's the music. Spooky music. Why? Me trying to look at my references. I don't know, the siding's fine. I think if I go with the siding, I'm either gonna go white siding. I don't love it. I might just go brick. I feel like this should be a brick house. I like brick. Yeah, that's just so cute. What? Ooh. Ooh. That's not the same color of wood. That's the matching swatch. I think, more or less. As close as I can get. Even then, is that too dark? As I check my references again, just looking at color. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My references aren't doing much for me. I have done what I could with them. Ooh, actually, maybe if we go with the white columns to tie in the white, the stark white of the door frame. And then, where did the fence go? There it is. Something like that, maybe. Maybe. Though honestly, I kind of want something more like that. I like that visual footprint better. Let's slap on some... Oh, that's cute. Wild how coming in with a plan makes it go so much faster. Anyway, right. Should that be brick? Probably not. I should probably, maybe that should be the siding. Or shingles? Too dark. Huh. No, the shingles with the shingled roof is a bit shingle. Bit shingle. Don't need that many shingle. Too many shingle. Yeah, we'll go with the siding. Now, that's a lighter swatch? No, that's the same swatch. What's going on? There we go. Ah, well. I say, continuing to look. We'll try that for now. Let's pull up the growing together windows, see what we can get. Oh, it's so cute. Get a little bit of asymmetry there. That doesn't work like that. Do I want that, or do I want... I love the stained glass too much. What do I want? Could go all in. Oh, that, no. Could take up the entire dining room wall. Too big. Way too big. It's weird that I kind of like that, though. Not the way too big, obviously. The window wall. Those pillars a bit big for inside? Maybe. Not sure. Columns and spandrels make any house cute. How does it look if I shove these together? It looks fine. It looks okay. Do I want... But the stained glass... In a place this small, it's a little bit busy. It's a little bit busy. Yeah, that's better. Alas. Okay. Do I want to attempt a porch? Or like a little mini sunroom? I think I'll stick that there for now, and we'll see. I don't like that door. It doesn't feel... It doesn't feel 1920s. And I am aiming for 20s. Okay. So living room, dining room. I need that bookcase door first thing. This one. Excuse me, the bookcase needs to be on the other side. There we go. And especially if we stick some nice, unobtrusive... unobtrusive columns there. Kind of make it bookcasier. Yeah, I like that. It's weird having the bookcase in the hallway like that. Because I could also keep it functional. And have it be, like, here. That might be better. Then, of course... Oh, I see the problem. I see the problem. I think. Okay, we'll just, you know, the basement tool. What's this? Platform? Okay, yeah. Basement. I gotta cut off 2 squares because I want to keep it exactly 81. Gotta cut off 3 squares because I want to keep it exactly 81. Let's grab a ladder. Hold control to pop it down where I actually want it. Ooh, but let's make it wood colored. There we go. Should also probably figure out the door situation. That'd be a good idea. What was it? It's dining room, living room, kitchen, bedroom. And then the original floor plan had little porch and then... But I think maybe what I'll do is I'll extend that out to the bathroom. Or even... Do I want the bathroom to be just... If you have guests over. Probably better to have the bathroom accessible via the kitchen. As opposed to having to go through the bedroom for it. I'll just grab a basic door. So there's the bathroom. And then that leaves this space for the bedroom. Yeah, we can do something with that. Would it be too much? Probably too much. Yeah, it's a bit tight. Like, on the one hand, I want some sort of door there. So that you can theoretically say, hey, visiting Sims, please don't come into my bedroom and just, like, eat chili on my bed. Please? Yeah, I could put... Maybe what I'll do is I'll stick a wall there. And I'll stick a door there. Yeah, that kind of works. That kind of works. Okay. Should also probably add some more windows. That'd be a good idea. Growing together windows. Oh. One of the bulbs in my room is dead, and I need to fix it, but I haven't yet. And, it just suddenly flickered back to life and startled me. Okay, we'll put that one there. Ooh, maybe? Nah. Not yet, at any rate. Try those there. Maybe one of these over here. Nah, that doesn't fill the space as nicely in here as it does. Well, no. Maybe? Where do I want the bed? Oh, the light just... Okay, my light is flickering. Could have... I can fix that. What? 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 There we go. Oh. Okay. What? What? Okay, there we go. That's the size that I can get. Okay. I'll figure out the basement in a sec. And maybe like that for now. Now let's just find a nice wood. And slap that down, just... that might be a bit too much texture. I want a little bit of texture, but I want it to be the right texture. In a space this small, too much personality will overwhelm everything else. Okay, I kind of like this eco-living. But I kind of want it horizontal. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's because the house is so vertical? We'll try that. Other options include... no, I don't like those colors. Don't like that color. We are going... I did decide arbitrarily to build this in Brindleton Bay, so we could go with the Brindleton Bay floor. Nah. We'll stick with that right now. What are these? Ah! I guess we'll go with the herringbone tile wall in the bathroom. Or maybe... Maybe what I want, actually... We do that in the bathroom. And then... The herringbone... I think I want some sort of wallpaper in here. The herringbone backsplash for where I put the stove and such. Let's grab something cute and vintagey. Maybe. Okay, I think these pillars are too much. Honestly, the big three window might be too much too. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with, in such a small space, I'm going to go with a spandrel with a much smaller visual footprint. And of course, the ones that go with this is those that have the same big old brick in the bottom. Those are outside pillars, not inside pillars. Let's look at the... I think... That's the one I use for the bookcase. No. Dot 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 question mark? Maybe? Why do those whites not match? That's almost something. Ooh. That still might be a bit much in this space. But I'll try it for now. We'll see. We shall see. I'm also not necessarily married to this wallpaper. Yeah, that's a bit too dark. I want to keep it light and bright. Maybe I do like the prim and trim. It's a little grandma coded, but then again, this is an old house. Let's grab, I don't know, the brick we're using outside for our little secret stairs? That's a ladder. Our secret ladder. Did growing together give us any floors? Only this herringbone tile. Does that match? It's too dark in here to tell. Do I want... Okay, that's a bit much. I think I want a tile, but I want a tile with a bit more pattern. Whoop. Not that dirty. Is that the same? Are these the same? Yes, they are the same. Just one's clean and the other ain't. Huh. Not the vibe. Ooh. Maybe the vibe. Oh. How long have these been in the game? I don't remember these. I've never seen these before in my life. It's a bit too big for this small space. Let's go with that. Or possibly this. Nah, I like the yellow. Okay, maybe? Nah, I like the floral echo. Okay, we've got our layout. Everything is accessible. Now I imagine I should probably figure out what I'm doing with the speakeasy. I'm limited to this shape because of the house. Try to limit what I can do with it with the ladder smack in the middle like that. I also am realizing I missed a spot. There we go. Of course, I could scooch this over there, drag the ladder over by one, or I could just put the bookshelf not in the corner and drag the ladder over by one. That would also be a solution. I am very smart. Da 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 da. There we go. I could, maybe make a little hallway. And then there's actually a decent amount of space to fit a bar down here. Activities and skills. The bar's under creative, yes? Yes. I could go all out in here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. So we've got options. Ooh, okay, let's think. Actually, if I should probably light this space is what I should probably start with. Let's just grab the subtle saucer light. Just stick that down just so I can see what I'm doing. Because... Ooh. Okay, if we do use that as our bar back... Or... Because this one, there's this one. Oh, there's that one. Nah, this is a bit more in-home. But I do love it. That's the bedroom. I don't think we have enough room in the dining room. It takes up a lot of the dining room. I mean, it is a very tiny dining room. Aha, this is what I was looking for. Because if I use this one, I also have these ones to mix and match. Theoretically, like, even do, like, a corner arrangement. That's probably what I should do. Like that, and then let's grab an actual bar. womp. That's a bit too big. It's the other thought I had. The other thought I had is that if I stick the bar, if I were to stick it like here, I could have an employee-only door back here. And that is as far as I can extend the basement, right? That's the thing, otherwise it gets all messy. Otherwise it gets all messy. I don't want to have to play with terrain tools. Okay. But of course to do that, I wouldn't be able to have a bar back. And again, I don't necessarily need one. I'll throw these on the lawn. Are there any? Just like, because I know there's 2 bars and there's 4 bars. Are there any 3 bars? Does not seem so. Of course, I come up with exactly the wrong size. Okay. I mean, I could always just extend this out with a counter. That would also work. We do have the technology. That's the matching one. That'll do. Then let's snag this door. Pop that right there. Hopefully that's accessible. If not, I'm in trouble. Let's turn this into a generic lot real quick. And get Mojave in here to test it out for us. Where did I leave him? Right. I left him in one of them random non-house residential lots in Inniscreen because I just had to throw him somewhere so that I could build here. This is not a world I've played in. This is only a world I'm building it on stream. In fact, I believe I titled the world Strategians. But yeah. Alright, Mojave, let's hit the road. I should also probably test out that, yesterday's build. Make sure everything there is functional. But I'll do that later. Of course it's pouring rain. Okay, mister. I need you to go here. Perfect! Okay. Oh, hi, buddy. My dog is here. He says hello. Okay. Back to Brindleton Bay. Back to building. Hopefully going back to the main menu, or the manage worlds instead. There we go. Good, thank you. I didn't just hit the build mode thing from the character screen because I don't want to be building in the rain where it's so much harder to see things. And also, this way my little dude isn't in the way. Okay, so that works. I know, like, technically speaking, you're not supposed to be able to place doors and ladders that close as far as move objects on cheat goes, so I wasn't positive, hence the testing. I think I'm gonna stick that there just so that I can have it look built in. Ooh, in fact, maybe... I can even, well, first let's grab a nothing fence. But I want a spandrel. A fun spandrel? We'll go with that for now. Though I reserve the right to change my mind later. Let's make this match. Actually, let's take a peek at the bars we have to work with. You know, I could... Oh, hang on a moment. Nah, that's a bit silly looking. Doesn't mesh as well. Then again... Could do it like that. Get that symmetry in there. And that would leave a bit more space for clutter and decoration, too. We will consider. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna go with that. And let's... see about, like, an arch? Haha! I mean, technically that fits. I do not think it's the vibe. I could go. I could do something like that. Fully commit to this as like a basement speakeasy. That could be fun. That could actually be a lot of fun. What? Okay, I'm getting a download, I guess. I don't know what that is, but sure. I'll worry about that later. Thank you, The Sims. Ooh, there we go. That's a good match. I don't think I want the whole thing brick. Actually, do I want... Is this? Is this a place for just leaving it? Do I have other colors of drywall? I do not have other colors of drywall. What would be a good... What's a good, like... The worn plaster is closer. But the colors aren't quite what I want. I don't know what I want. But I know this is not quite it. I want something that feels basement-y. Gee, honestly, maybe something like... Does this come in like a... Still not quite right. And it doesn't come with one with brick on the bottom and... No? Okay. And of course this brick doesn't match that brick. Or can it? Of course this brick doesn't match that brick. Can also go Castle Dungeon. No. Ruins. Also no. I should build a ruin at some point. Those are fun. It's still not quite right. I might end up going all brick in here just because, like... I don't... have a ton of options here. Okay. I'm thinking... Maybe if I mix and match? That's a bit weird. I think all brick might just be the move. Maybe. Maybe not. I kind of like... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want. Give me some structural columns. Maybe. Structurally sound? No. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. But at that point, do I want to take these more polished columns and replace them with this for sake of uniformity? I think I do. And let's go look at the half-wall trims real quick. Grab something there. Maybe line this up. Like so. Does this have a brown countertop? Or another possible solution is, do I have a gray... Why did I do that? A gray wall trim. Not one that matches exactly. This does not surprise me in the least. Do I need that? Yes, I want it. You know, I wonder. Will this function if I do that? Just like full on make it a built-in? And by that I mean, could I have some sit here? The Sims? What are you do? What color do you think you're doing? Okay. All right, I guess. Let's grab some bar stools. Let's grab some bar stools. I feel like that ought to be fine. That ought to work. What bar stool do I actually want? Do I want these bar stools? Maybe. They're not bad. So let's get some of this clutter off the lawn. Ooh, maybe these. Ooh. I know the wall confuses you, game. Just work with me here. Just trust me. It'll be fine. Just trust me. Everything will be okay. Maybe. Possibly. That doesn't go there. That goes over here. Okay, let's get our boy Mojave back in here to, test out this bar situation, see if it functions. Alright, buddy, my guy, you ready to bash your knees? Ha-ha! That's fine, I can pretend. The fact that it works, I'm willing to excuse his knees clipping through the wall. It's fine. Brindleton Bay. Okay. So now that we've got the bare bones down, we can begin decorating in earnest. Wait, I forgot to put a floor in here. That could work. Especially if I dress it up with some rugs when I get back down there. It's so cute! The white is a little bit stark, though. Not sure how I feel about that. Then again, the white is the way it is because it is, and it's part of the door and I can't do much about it, which is why I went with the white. At that point, maybe I need to pick a different brick. Or change up the siding. But that's so boring! Go back to this. But I like the dark door. Suffering. White it is. Wait, was it stark white? Off white? Off white? Stark white? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Do I want that or do I want the diamonds? Ooh, maybe that? too much vertical. Hey again, puppy dog. You're so fuzzy. Okay, I actually do think that maybe actually that with the dark, I like the pattern, and I think the dark wood ties it together much better. That solves a lot of the complaints that I had. There we go. Yeah, I feel better about that already. Where's that tiny little circle window? The little porthole looking one. That's kind of cute. Ah! I accidentally dragged my mouse off screen. Can I put a chimney somewhere? Even if it's just a tiny one. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. Da 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 da. I'm not gonna bother with it. Oh, yeah, the one thing is that moving the bookshelf there means that I don't really have anywhere to put a fireplace. Alas, a home without a hearth. Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. Oh well, is what it is. Anyway, let us begin with the kitchen. We've got just enough room to fit in all of our basic necessities. Okay, and if I move this over there... I could even... squish in... Is that the matching? I don't think that's the matching. Is this the matching? Maybe? I guess. It's gotta be. Huh. Oh, I don't like the lip that has. I can fix it. We'll just drag it up with the Alt key just enough so that it's above the counters, and we'll just drag the rest of the windows up to compensate. Compensate? To match. It's the nice thing about building on brick. It means that I've got handy-dandy lines to follow. There we go. Up. Wait. That one doesn't need to be moved. These are the ones I started with. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Nah. Trash can. Yes, that's what'll go there. Not only does this trash can give you money when you throw stuff away, but it's also just got this nice, like, neutral wood palette. It blends in really well, and is just generally unobtrusive. Which I appreciate. Scooch this over a hair. Okay, stove. Gonna grab my favorite. A lovely vintage one. And I guess we'll plop the sink in the middle. Because, I don't know, I feel like the sink over here be a little bit odd. Ooh, there we go. That metal almost matches. Almost. Ooh, that one's better. A little bit less room, but does that it does give a bit more space. And I would feel less weird about putting the sink there. Nah, sink is cuter here. And then I can clutter this counter and leave this one for cooking. Can tuck a fire alarm away somewhere. Nah. Let's grab the... I guess those are supposed to go, like, there? But that's not the kind of window I have over here, so I'm not doing that. Where's the, Oh, that's not that one. Well, that's not a wood. That one does work. That one actually works quite well. Sticking that over there for now. The one I was looking for was this one. But no, actually I think the cottage living one is the better bet here. Okay. Ooh. And then let's grab, I want the, you know what, let's turn this back to a tiny home residential now. 82 tiles! I'm 1 tile over. I can fix it. Maybe. That is the easiest way to fix it. But I really like this arch. And I don't want to lose that arch. Wait a minute. We have the technology. Da 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 da! Actually, you know what? You know what? Whoops. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Weird shape? Yeah. But perfect. You'd never guess there was a speakeasy in this house. Anyway, I should put more furniture in. That's what I should do. Right before I got distracted by being 1 tile over, I was going to grab a picture of an apple. You know what? I'm pretty sure it's base game. Either this one, the apple and pear, or the the one that I was actually thinking of. Is it not considered a painting and instead considered a wall decor? It is. A bit big. Actually, you know what? I like the framed ones better. And then, what was it? I saw something there. Yeah. Could do that. Could also stick these somewhere. These are very vintagey. Actually, I could stick them instead of the apple. Nah, I like the apple. I like that pop of color. I also like this sun! What can I say? I'm a little bit vain. Okay. Maybe I want that a darker door. Go with the wood. And bathroom. We'll get our old-time antique toilet. Perennial favorite. Is that a saying? Annual favorite? I don't know. Flowers. I'm not a gardener. I don't know things. Toilet. I could grab one of these. Actually, I think one of these. Yeah, that almost matches. You know, I'm not loving this tile anymore. It's okay, but I'm not loving it. It doesn't have the right flavor. Ooh. Maybe that? And then... Are you making noises, puppy dog? Why are you making noises? I can't reach you. if we grab... That works. That is a functional bathroom. Nowhere for the Sims to bathe, of course. But I can make another horrible little, awful shower. I wonder. If I scooch this over here like that, what are the odds? That's way too modern. The odds are none. What am I even trying to do? There is no universe in which this works. Okay, I am tempted to try, though. Yo, Mojave. Forgot the gnomes. I forgot the gnome. He's just staring at me. I just noticed him again. I forgot he was there. Why did I do that to myself? Oh, right. Hey, Mojave, guess what? You live here now. More move out households. You're going to Brintleston Bay, buddy. Free real estate on. Sell furniture. What furniture? You've lived in a field for 2 seconds and then you that's not what I meant to click. Be gone.
Jewel.
Okay. Hi, can you take a bath? The answer is no. Huh.
Lim too. Ah. Oh, swag.
Yeah, no, that bathroom is entirely non-functional. I didn't think it would work. But I had to try. And honestly, I'm still kind of tempted to try. If I just, like, squish this back like so, and squish this back like so, and squish this back like that. Okay. That works. Yeah, whatever. Okay, sure, yeah. Just splash in the sink. That's not what I'm here for. Get out of there! Okay, yeah, no, the tub's still non-functional. Does not surprise me in the least. Okay, but what if? What if? What am I doing? What am I trying to do? What am I hoping? There is no way to make this work. Why am I even attempting? What am I even attempting? Claustrophobic as heck! Just jam that right in there. Okay, yeah, no, okay. Alright, I see how it is. I understand. I'll stop trying to accomplish the impossible. Yeet! No, sell furniture. Okay, back to business. Yeah, we will, not do whatever that was, and we'll just go with the functional but ill-advised. That. Would I ever want this in real life? No. However, it's The Sims. They don't care. It's fine. Or... I could see about giving them an itty-bitty little ensuite. Nah. Maybe. But mostly nah. Not gonna worry about it. Let's go back to grab some couches. And perhaps a bed as well. You know, let's go back to growing together. See what we've got. Yeah, if I want a double bed, it's gonna be a bit rough. I feel like I gotta have a rocking chair. blocks off the bedroom. That blocks off the front door. That's just awkward. Growing together furniture too big. Just kind of throwing things around to see what sticks. What's in here? Ooh, that's pretty. Put that on the lawn for now. Do you think I can fit a piano? I have to sacrifice the entire dining room. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This is a very tiny house. Ooh. I like the square better. Why is this curtain doing what it's doing? Or rather, why is this window ever so slightly off? There we go. I don't actually want these curtains in here, but I don't know why I did that. I could plop in a hand towel. I have never seen this lamp before. How have I... That's such a lovely lamp. How have I never seen that lamp before? You know, it must be categorized wrong or something, because I have never seen that lamp before. Huh. Wild. Lamp, 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 lamp. Yeah, it's got the main space absolutely covered. Whoops. And actually, if I stick that on like a shelf or something, that could work. Nah, not in there. That'll do. I just think that lamp is pretty. Yeah, I probably won't go with a double bed in here. I'll probably go with a... This is a house for a single sim. Hey, Azuri, good to see ya. I am indeed simsing. I'm building a tiny home speakeasy. I might be a little bit obsessed with building speakeasies just in general. I'm going through a phase. I need a dining table. I am doing quite all right. I need a dining table. Dining tables. Can't have it be that big. But I don't want to have to go totally small either. I will give the dog your love. Hey, puppy. Zuri says hi. Yeah. He's laying on the floor a few feet away, and as I look over and say these things to him, his tail just starts thumping softly. Were you napping? Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. You big baby. But I will indeed hydrate so as not to dehydrate, and the game is saved. And my spine is no longer shrimped. Oh, you coming to say hi back? Hello, puppy dog. Yeah, these scritches are from Zuri. You're a good boy. As I was drinking my water bottle, the dog decided that I was not allowed to stop petting him and tried to take my hand away from my water bottle to put on his head. You silly, I needed that hand. I'm using it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Here's some scritches for you. But yes, he has been appeased. Okay, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have to go with a small table. Could go with... Ooh. The checkerboard's kind of cute. And let's grab some chairs. Does this fit? Can I make that fit? It kind of fits. Let's keep it with 2. Because that would also mean that we could stick another, like, hallway table over here. Yeah. And let's grab a love seat to try and squish it in here somewhere. Tiny couch, do 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 do. I've totally lost that tune. I learned to sing it before it blew up, but my brain has just deleted it from my memory. Oh, that's kind of pretty. It's not really... I don't know if it's quite the vibe. Now, what's the more plush than that? You know what? Let's try styles and narrow it down to, I don't know, vintage? Nah, kind of the wrong kind of vintage. I mean, there's this one again. Which, again, I don't hate. It's just a matter of, is it correct? And I don't think it is. That's not correct either. This counts as Art Deco? Huh. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll throw it on the lawn. I don't know. This feels too modern. Newest hyperfixation? Ah! I've heard of that game. I haven't played it yet, but I've heard good things about it. It's a bit too... too saturated. Farmhouse? No. Not quite right. Gonna miss the characters, that's the worst part, like finishing a book. I understand that. I get that. I know that there are a few games where it's like I almost finished and then I just didn't because I wasn't ready to, like, have it be over. Is French country the vibe? Ooh, those are pretty colors. Not right for the space, but pretty. Ooh, that's again way too red. Yeah, not quite right for the space. Everything can be a vibe, that is true. But what is the vibe that I'm looking for? I wish I knew. What's shotgun? What is the shotgun stuff? What? Okay. This is all the furniture. What is this category? Why is this a category if all that's in it is a pallet of wood, an awning, a couple of wall lights, and a mailbox? What is the point of that category? Why is that a thing? Anyway, I'm focused. I'm looking for love seats. I've already checked that category. Cosmolux? No. French country? Been there. Farmhouse? Check that. Mission is not the vibe. Mid-century? Also not really the vibe I'm looking for, because I'm trying to go more 1920s. Huh. I didn't know that was counted as luxe. Onto the lawn with you for now. Yeah, I don't know what I want. I do not know what I want. Or rather, you know, I do know what I want. But it's not... It's too big. It's too big! I don't have room! Okay, that's a love seat. Why is it stored with the sofas? That's also... No, that is a... There's an identical love seat. Right. Okay, I guess we're going with this couch after all. And then... Could squish this end table right thereabouts. And stick a rocking chair there-ish. And I need a little round coffee table. Just an itty-bitty little round coffee table. It's probably too modern. Yeah. Yeah, I don't love the... I just want like a small wood coffee table, but I don't think I can get that. Because the wooden ones are long. Maybe this? What swatches does this have? Kinda. Not really. But that might be the best I can get. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Don't love the colors on this. That one's too mid-century. Yeah. Oh, I can use this somewhere. Not as a coffee table, but... Don't mind me as I turn into a cartoon bee. Don't know what that was. Nah, taller one's better. I will stick this on the lawn. And yeah, that's a rock. Can't be having that. Yeah, I guess this is kind of our best bet. It's as good as it's gonna get. My dog is making little squeaks. Little grunty squeak noises. Little earth. Why are you making earth? Hmm? Why are you making those noises, you silly? Are you just getting comfy? Yeah. Silly. Anyway. Once I get a couple of rugs down, it's really gonna bring this place together. I should also pick a foundation. Does that match? Do I want the white wood? Probably. No. No, I'd want a dark wood because I'm gonna go with a dark patio porch thing. To balance out the, the ancient contract has been honored. Yeah, balance out the white a bit. Who's the sim that's gonna live inside? I don't know! Honestly, I do have one sim who I tend to have, whenever I build a speakeasy, he's the one that runs it. So this is probably one of Jack Spades' various businesses. He's my vampire sim, and he runs my speakeasies. This is not specifically a vampire speakeasy, but I did build a big old, haunted house looking. A big old haunted house. The house is actually haunted, but it's also a vampire speakeasy. And it brings me joy. It's one of my favorite builds that I've done. I should show it off at some point. But nah, mostly I was just like, I want to do a challenge where I build homes that get progressively smaller. The first one was 10 by 10. It was 100 tiles. This one is 9 by 9, so it's 81 tiles. And that's 81 tiles counting the secret speakeasy business. Business basement. And then, my next build will be 8 by 8. Which is an even smaller house, and then an even smaller house, and then an even smaller house, until I can't build houses anymore, and I make it work. So this is the sim in question. The sim who lives here could be anyone. So long as they don't mind living in a very small 1920s bungalow and have an interest in running an illegal bar. What is the limit? Exactly kind of my question, because I've built, like, we're gonna get to the point where it's not gonna be, it's gonna be function over fashion. But I have, the smallest house I've gotten away with was, I wanna say, it's like this big? I don't know, but I want to push the limits. I want to challenge myself. So these houses are getting exponentially smaller until I can no longer house, and it's just the very last one probably will be a bunch of furniture thrown on the lawn that I'm gonna call a house. But with the newest pack that came out, Enchanted by Nature, that's actually a build that I could build and still have it be a build. So I'm probably even gonna do that. Let's see when we get there. I love these woven rugs from cats and dogs. They are nice. Okay, I don't think... Maybe? Nah. Having them both right next to each other like that's a bit much. I want a different rug out here. Let's go back to, growing together. Because I remember liking that rug. You can scooch that forward a bit, and scooch that forward a bit. Let's see what colors this comes in. Ooh, that's pretty. This space is just getting more and more grandma coded. I don't love this couch! Or this coffee table. I can do better. I want to do better. Surfaces. Coffee table. This is a coffee table? Huh. I can do better. I don't know how, but I'll find a way. Why don't they just have a small, wooden, round coffee table, huh? Why is that so hard? Why is that too much to ask? I mean, worst comes to worst, if I really, really, truly cannot abide, what I can always do is take one of these existing coffee tables and shrink it down. It does have the problem where if I want to set anything on it, it's gonna be floating and I'm gonna have to, like, manually figure it out. Am I positive I don't love this one? That's too rich of a red. The green is the right kind of desaturated that maybe I can make myself okay with it. I'll try it. I just want a small coffee table. Why is that so hard? Could I always grab an end table and pretend it's a coffee table? They're all a little bit tall. Especially this one. But they're small, they're round, they're wood. Ooh. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Maybe. And I could always... use these Dream Home Decorator things to DIY a couch. Actually, the red, I normally don't love that red, but that red is like a better red for in here. I don't love it. I don't hate it. And then if I end up going with that... can grab matching nah. Maybe? Maybe? Where are the rocking chairs? They're under living chairs? They are under living chairs. I don't know. This feels like a rocking chair home. Why doesn't the wood match? Why, The Sims? Why must you do this to me? It's an ugly yellow. I don't like that cushion at all in any of these colors. Like the blue's the least offensive, but it just doesn't gel. It doesn't go right. And this one's too dark. Rocking chairs, where are all the rocking chairs? I mean, I guess this one's not bad. Back to where I started. Maybe the green? Be gone, be gone. Be gone. Okay. What else can I squish in this space? A plant. A table? Nah. I need a bed. Should probably start there. And I did decide I'm not gonna try to do a double bed because, that would take up the entire... Well, I mean, not the entire... Maybe. That is kind of nice. Kind of cozy. Huh. Especially if I sink this... I mean, sinking it back there like that kind of defeats the purpose of using it at all. Because though I do like those patterns, I don't know, I don't love that woven. This bed does look so comfy though. It just looks so soft. try it. I'll try it. I'll try it. Let's go. The other things that I want, I need at least some kind of books. Ooh, I kind of like the book nook books. And I'd like some sort of desk. Or like a reading chair. I should also probably test to make sure that with this furniture here, the place is still accessible. If you can get down to the secret speakeasy. Yeah, let's... Blomp. There we go. Open your door, open the door, walk through, smash your head into a light bulb. That's good design, right? This probably doesn't need to be lit up. It doesn't need to be lit up. It's fine. Who cares about safety? Or maybe... I just stick like a little nightlight. Just plug in an itty bitty little nightlight right next to the door. Or get some safety string lights. I don't think that's the vibe. I kind of... It amuses me, but... Nah, that's too decorative for that space. Bring in the firelight scones. It's got the right energy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Firelight scones might also be the vibe for down here. Actually, no, I kind of like that dim vintage bulb. I think that's the vibe. And then maybe also some string lights. Where do they go? Where do they go? Where do they go? Where do they go? There they are. Can I, like... Ooh! I could do that. I don't think I want to do that, but I could. Streamlights are fun, but they're just not the vibe for in here. At least not like those. I could put in a fake window. Nah. I'm leaning into the basement vibes on purpose. I think if anything, I want a standing lamp. I missed one. There we go. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that space yet. I'm not there yet. I should finish up here first. Okay. Dresser. Dresser. Start with the dresser. That's my favorite. I use it all the time. I shouldn't. I should actually look for like a dresser. You know what? Let's go back to growing together. See what they've got there. Huh. That's kind of cute. And it would... In context with the other woven, it might not make my brain itch. Nah. You know, let's just show all. What do we got here? What are we looking at? Oh, there's also this rocking chair. Nah, that rocking chair looks more comfortable. I could switch out those bar stools for these bar stools. Nah. Could switch out this sink for this sink. The metal does match. Nah. I'm not seeing any toddlers in this space because it's itty bitty tiny. Put the chalk sign down here. That's kind of fun. Stick that there. Ooh, I love this mirror. Doesn't really fit well in this tiny space, though. Can I stick it here? No. Doesn't really fit in this tiny space, though. Alas. I build so tiny that I then have to deal with building tiny. wonder. If I scooch this around a bit. Move these like so. And put that there. Could I maybe squish a hearth in here after all? Not this hearth. Unless I delete that window. Ah! Ah! Stop it! Is that too tight? That might be too tight. Unless I scooch the coffee table over there. That might be workable. Okay, let's actually look for a smaller fireplace. Cause, brain. Cause I had the thought, when Christmas comes, if there's no fireplace, Santa can't visit. Some things are important. Although, admittedly, the last time I played this game and had Winter come around, Father Winter would not give any of my characters presents. It wasn't too bad because I was playing a crime family, so they just beat him up for presents anyway. But I tried to be nice. But Father Winter wasn't having it. Okay, I think my best bets are either the actual, the growing together fireplace or the paranormal stuff. I actually think maybe the paranormal stuff. That clips through the window. This might be too tight a corner for that plant. Onto the lawn with you. You know, I should probably test this again. I'll turn it back to generic. And turn it back afterwards. Hey, Mojave, get over here. Okay, I don't care about the flea market right now. This is not a semi-play-to-play here in this world right now. He has no friends. And has only existed here for me to test these doors. Okay, first things first. Go over there. To tell me if you can go over there. Can you go over there, sir? Hi, puppy dog. Okay, he can reach the bedroom. And he can get to the bar. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, my spine is no longer shrimped. I am sitting up straight. I have vertebrae. I have a spine. Also, hello. Dog. No, I need that hand. I need my hand to play The Sims. I know. I know. You'd rather I be petting you? I can pet you while my game is loading. You silly. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is still accessible. So I can work with this. I can work with this. It's tight, but I can work with this. And then if we take... This just fits over there. But then again, let's look at the hallway tables to see if I can't find something with a slightly... just a better visual, just because this is so solid and so dark, this has the handles to break it up at least. Yeah, like that one better than that one for that space. I was like, something with a gap there might be better. But admittedly, you cannot see that gap. Yeah, let's go with the cats. I think it was the cats and dogs one. This one. Let's put... We probably don't need that lamp there anymore. If we've got the hearth. You know, maybe these books will go on a shelf. I will arbitrarily dump them... Nah, they're going on the lawn. Everything goes on the lawn. Like, it's a shame to lose this lamp, because it's such a nice lamp. But, it's going on the lawn. Ooh. Then maybe with the hearth. This lamp is a bit more, like, decorative. Maybe? I mean, I don't really need that extra lamp there. I really don't. It's fine. This light does enough, and this space is small enough. Okay. Let's grab some shelves. The Immaculate, my beloved. Maybe something like that. there's not a whole lot of space for shelves. You know, surprise, surprise. Tiny house is tiny. Who'da thunk it? I don't love this dresser. Okay, what I actually think I'm gonna do, right? What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go find... I'm gonna go back to living chairs. I'm gonna find a big old plush armchair. Floral's not terrible, but I don't love it either. That just doesn't look comfy enough. Again, a bit too mid-century looking for the vibe I'm chasing here. Ooh. Ugh. Not a huge fan of them polka dots. These colors kind of work. I don't hate them. I'm not sure if I love them. They'll go on the lawn for now. Ooh. Don't love the colors. Ooh. Okay, it's got the right silhouette for the 1920s look. It doesn't look extremely comfortable, but a lot of 1920s chairs didn't. Onto the lawn. Yeah, maybe. Is this a bit modern? Yeah. But also it's pretty. And it looks so comfortable. We'll try it. Okay, and then let's grab this table that I threw on the lawn. Without the lamp. And these books that I threw on the lawn. Yes. Cozy little reading corner. And they don't necessarily need a desk because they've got a kitchen table. Still need a dresser, though. Storage. Ideally, I want something... with a small footprint. onto the lawn. The ideal piece of furniture would be narrow, so I could fit it right here. Narrow and relatively low. That's pretty, but it's a little bit wide. It's a game of how far can I shove the furniture into the wall before it clips through the other side. Why is it all so thick? It's a pretty piece of furniture. That might technically function. I would shove it into the wall, but I can't because it clips into the window. Maybe? No, I don't love that anyway. It's not worth it. Fits, but not quite the right aesthetic. I might be able to live with this one. I might be able to live with this one. Yes, it's a little bit tight, but tiny home. Let there be plants. You ever wanted to get tickled by a fern while you're trying to read? I love that plant, but it's so hard to use because I always want to squish it into tight corners where it doesn't fit. I need more rugs. I wish I could get this, like, matching the couch. Alas. I mean, if I swap out the rocking chair for the, I love this chair. This chair makes me think of my chair, because I have a chair very similar to this, although it does recline, but this is my favorite chair in which to write. Actually, hang on. This rocking chair is exactly what I wanted. I forgot this rocking chair existed. Honestly, that matches the wood of the... Yeah, okay. Okay. Though, since I started thinking about it, I am just gonna throw, yeah, no, that's too samey. It's tight, but it works. Ooh! Actually, a better place for this lamp would be down here in the speakeasy! Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. I love it. And let's scooch this back. It's coming along. Can I, like, squish this? No, I can't. No, I can't. No, that doesn't work. I can also get these spare fireplaces off the lawn. And also these windows. Well... Windows? How high up would the windows have to be scooted to, about 1 brick, which is not enough. Okay, what if I grab... Oh, that's kind of cute. Maybe. We'll see. And let's grab... I want... Do I want this rug in here? Maybe in there. Maybe... that rug under the sink? Nah, it's a bit close to have the woven rug and the woven rug right next to each other like that. Ooh, that's not bad. A little bit of texture. Breaks up the space. Maybe I'll go with that. Maybe. Maybe. Ooh. I kind of like that better. And then... that's not bad either. Actually, no, let's bring a bit more of the green there. Of course, we need a welcome mat. And also probably... maybe? No, again, that's way too close to the other woven mat. What am I doing? Why did I even try that? I literally just got through saying, oh, this is the rug that I was thinking of. Huh? I accidentally duplicated it. Nah, space too small. Yes, this works. Let's find some fun curtains. These ones fit well, but they're not terribly fun. But they do match. Come on. Yeah, there we go. But do I want them to match? I don't think I do. I think I want to pop a color. Not that color. That is the wrong color. But I want something fun. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Not a pop of color, but I like the drapey shape. Maybe over here in the bedroom? Though if I do go with that in the bedroom, I do think I'd want to keep it green. Something like that, maybe? Unsure. Could stick these. Woo! Okay, I don't hate that, actually. It's a pop of color, but it's still, you know, a little bit muted, a little bit... It doesn't stand out so much that it distracts from the rest of the room, because the table's kind of the centerpiece here. You know what? Can we make this lamp a little bit smaller? Oh yeah, that helps. Then you know what? If I've got those there, maybe I should... Why did you work over here and not over here? What do? Why? Why? No, no, fine, be that way. Close. Blah, 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 blah. Don't ask me what these sound effects are. I don't know either. Thereabouts. Yeah. Well, that seems almost too close to the corner. I want to scooch them. I want to riot is what I want to do. I'm gonna riot. Gonna riot. I'm gonna riot about these windows. Oh, now you function? Now you're ready to work with me? Why are you doing this to me? Why do you hate me? Stop it. I'm going to scream. Why? Why? Why would they rather be window eyebrows? That's not what I want. Cease this nonsense. just like the blah blah. Et de blah blah. The window on the wall. Thereabouts. All that, and I don't even like it. I'm fine. It's fine. Something like that ties the green in, ties the brown in. Maybe. Look, it's too high up though. Why will you not just work here? I'm fine. I'm fine. I am not getting frustrated. I am not making strange noises. You're making strange noises! Thereabouts? Something like that, maybe? I don't hate it. Yeah, I just don't like how that lays on that window. Oh, that's very big. Too big. Way too big. Oh! Even bigger! Could do something like that. This doesn't really come in a color to match, though. I'm gonna have to wrestle with it again. I'm gonna have to wrestle with it again. Fine. Fine. Be that way. And then this lines up with the bottom, or the top of this line of bricks. No, I don't love that either. It just sits awkwardly. I want to go to the cottage living. Okay, you know what? That's actually okay. That's okay. Though it makes me want to bring in some yellow over here. Onto the lawn with you. I could pull these over here with the brighter... Nah, those greens clash. I don't love the way that clips. wish there was more of like a gold. I could always go with this. And just scooch that over so the clipping is not as bad. Whoa! Hey, Pixie, good to see ya! I'm waving at you in real life! And screaming about curtains in game. Okay, if I'm using these curtains, maybe do I want to use these curtains? Not the big, but like the... Ah! Ah! Need to name your new PC. Fair and valid. Should maybe, if those curtains are for that window, then these curtains for these windows? That'll work. And then they'll all match, because they're the same. And I don't love the way that clips, but there's nothing you can do about it. It'll just like hide it behind a potted plant or something. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Heck. I could move these shelves. Ooh, maybe grab a column. Sort of anchor the shelves. Like visually anchor them. And then I kind of dig the vibe of hanging up a curtain there. Make it drama. And then at that point, is there... Is there... Okay. That's close. The molding matches even if the wallpaper doesn't, but the point is to get it without that white panel. I think that is... I can live with that. I think I can live with that. Gonna do one last search to make sure there isn't just like that this pattern on a wallpaper. Okay, found it. There we go. Perfect! It blends! Lower that. And then put these shelves on top. It might be kind of fun. I'm a perfectionist. I can tell they are 1 pixel off. There we go. What's that lighting error? It's not that. It's the window. Okay.
Hey, puppy. Why are you squeaking? Why are you being so squeaky today, huh? You silly.
Okay, but that lighting error can be remedied if I just bring in another light. Lighting, maybe a ceiling light. Maybe a string light? Ooh, can I lower this? No, I can't. Or can I? No, I can't. Never actually, like, checked the different colors before. Okay, that doesn't actually fix the lighting error, though. But it is super cute. I might keep it. That just makes it worse! I kind of like the shelves there. I like what that does to the space. That's a fire hazard! It does fix the lighting error, though. Kind of. Slightly. Ooh, being able to play games smoothly again is such a lovely thing. I have the highest of hopes. I'm still so grateful I am no longer on the potato laptop that I had before I got this current computer. There we go. Scented candle in the bathroom. Once again, we pretend that the shower is not what it is. Rather, it's not splashing literally everything in this room and ruining it for everybody. In my heart, it's, I don't have a good... I don't actually know where I was planning to go with that. I was hoping I would come up with an end to that sentence by the time I got to the end of that sentence, but I didn't. I wonder. If I shrink it... If I shrink it! Oh, I feel you, Pixie. I feel you. That is a lot to mess with. Okay, let's have Mojave test this shower. Can he shower if it's tiny? Will it work? He's going for it. He's pathing there. He can navigate the tiny house. He can shower in the tiny shower. Okay. Okay.
Boss a move, Nerf. Aha.
Aha, indeed. Okay. Mojave. No. I don't need. Manage worlds? Save and go to manage worlds? Okay, but this means if the shower can be shrunk and still function, I can hide it. I can hide it behind something stupid. And we can have all that functionality so your Sims don't get gross. But also, keep it aesthetic. Keep it neat. Keep it nice. I could just stick it there and, like, you'd hardly know. You'd hardly know it's there at all. It's a shower for ants! Just whee! Hang it all the way up here. Or... Wait, where'd it go? Oh no, I lost it! I lost it in the wall! Where'd it go? Ah! Oh, forgot to unplug the controller. Fair. I swear, I often forget that I have my controller still plugged in because my headset is plugged into it, and I'll just, like, be doing something and then my screen will start moving and I'll be like, oh no, my computer's haunted. Oh wait, no, I just bumped my controller on the ground. Okay, you know what? If I stick that there... If I stick that there... we can make it a secret shower. I just need a plant. Oh. I need the right plant, though. Oh, I could just leave it there and just pretend. It's just a secret shower already. Like, it's just a secret shower already. Could you even just maybe raise it with the 9 key? And stick a painting on the wall. And then hide it completely. It's still a little visible. But if I just find a photo with a thicker frame... I don't love that one. Just stare at Minzy. That's a bit too big. Also too big. Ooh. Those violins aren't bad. Especially if we hang a plant over that corner. I gotta try it. I gotta test it. Does it function? Okay, buddy, my guy. Do it again. Oh, come on.
Yimbara. Newlands.
Okay, is the plant. Is the plant too close? How about now, sir?
Webanabe.
Is it the fact that I lifted it up so high? Whoops. I don't want to open the gallery. Be gone, gallery! Okay, yeah, it's the fact that it was lifted. So I need to find a different way to hide it. Alright, finish your business. Thank you. I mean, that's still not obtrusive at all. It's kind of phenomenal. I'm gonna keep that plant smaller, and I'm gonna keep it right here. And that means that I don't have to necessarily have such a big framed painting right there. Nah. You know what? Let's go back for this one. It's a good size. There we go. And unfortunately, I gotta say, this is where I have to call it for today, because I have places to be in about an hour, and I gotta eat some food and do some human things beforehand. But, blah, 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 blah. I will once again try and get the last of my cluttering done, and hopefully, I wanna start uploading things to the gallery. I need to start doing that. But, like, we got a functional, perfectly sized speakeasy, and I am quite pleased with that. Hard hands, Van Hadley. I appreciate you lurking. Lurking is perfectly fair, valid, and appreciated. Those are the words that I was looking for. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me. It's always a great time. And I hope you had fun listening to me ramble and make noises while I build. I hope to be back again on Thursday. Potentially building an even smaller house. But yes, Pixie, what do you suggest? I need to start raiding again. I have not been lately, and I should be. Where shall we go a-raiding today? Hello, dog. Yes, I know. You hear me saying my goodbyes, and then you come running because you know that means you're gonna get pets and you're gonna get your dinner soon? Yeah. You silly. Not right now, puppy dog. Let me finish what I'm doing. Okie doke. Yeah, we can go a-raiding that way. As I type in the bloop, 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 bloop. I'm good at typing. I still misspelled it. Okay. Playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I don't know what that is, but I think I've heard of it. Yeah. We'll go raiding that away. But of course, first, I've already thanked you for hanging out with me. So now, all that's left is to bid you a very fond fare thee well and best of luck to you in all things. And I hope you have a wonderful day / night / whatever it happens to be, wherever you happen to are. I will, catch you again on Thursday. But until then, bye-bye!
It's too much. Like, I